And another video. So this is the next guitar in the chain. I can't actually remember if I bought this one before or after the 8-string. I mean, I could probably go through my YouTube channel and check, but whatever. This guitar, and I don't normally leave lengths of string, but I broke the string on this a couple days ago, and I just put a new one on for the purposes of this video. So this is my Peavey Raptor Plus EXP, and I mentioned in the first video that I showed you guys that I've owned one of these before. Now, the first one of these that I owned came from singer-songwriter that I played with in high school named Shane Bazinet, and it was a slightly different version of this. It had it had a sunburst finish instead of this lovely transparent blue, which, I mean, you can't really see it in this light. Like, I guess if I turn it a little, there you go. You can kind of see it's blue. It's one of those. It looks more blue in person. It's very stock. I just needed a 6-string, and I wasn't really caring about quality. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, I've owned one of these before, so I'm aware that these are actually, for the type of guitar they are, cheap, sub-$200 Strat copies. These are amazing. I mean, there's no neck gap. Everything is tight. Like, the fit and finish on this is tighter than a simile that is very inappropriate. It's very dusty, probably from sitting in this bedroom for a couple days. There's not really anything overly special about this guitar in terms of features. I did make a misnomer when I said that the RG8 was my second ever guitar modification. This one might have actually predated the Squire if I'm going with the original version of this I had. But I replaced the original tuning heads with these Shaler locking tuners. Now, I ended up dropping these and everything, and some of them kind of came out a little battered, but they still function exactly as advertised. So that's great. Everything on it works. I paid $40 for it off a guy in Valcarin, just a little out of town. $40 for, I mean, it doesn't sound bad at all. I mean, here it is on the bridge pickup. And I'm just gonna switch the neck. And roll off the volume a little bit. Pretty decent. Whammy bar on it knocks it out of tune. Probably need to replace the nut. But just in terms of having like a basic sort of middle of the road Strat copy that is surprisingly not bad. I mean, if you see one of these go real cheap, pick it up. They're not terribly expensive. Like I said, I paid $40 for this. This is a whole lot of guitar for $40. Very upgradable. I mean, you could swap these pickups out for whatever you want. I'd love to swap out this bridge pickup for Seymour Duncan maybe a DiMarzio. Sky's the limit. These single coils definitely use a little bit of attention in the replacing department. Probably fit any old set of Graphtec saddles on this. Graphtec Tusk Nut. And suddenly you've got a guitar that plays every bit as well as, you know, something twice its price, or I guess in this case 40 times its price, because, you know, $400. No, that's 10 times. That's 10 times. Learn to math. Other really cool thing about this guitar is that despite it being the lowest price instrument I own, well, one of them, the fretwork on it is pretty good. There aren't any rough fret edges. The actual fret ends themselves are not quite as sophisticated as some of my other guitars. It's a little rougher in that way, but none of them are poking out the side of the neck. It's actually a pretty comfortable guitar to play. The neck is a bit chunky, but it's chunky in a comfortable way. Maybe it's because one of these was the second guitar I ever owned, and my hand just got used to it over the years. Who knows? But it's a pretty nice guitar. Biggest complaint is I wish it had 24 or even just 22 frets. 21 frets can't do it if I'm playing pretty much anything that isn't Yngwie Malmsteen or Jimi Hendrix. And I don't play a lot of either of those. I mean, so that's it. That's my Peavey Raptor Plus EXP, cheapest guitar I own. But not a bad guitar. I can't complain too much about it, and frankly, a little bit of love will bring this guitar sounding pretty serviceable. That's that. So, as always, go fuck yourselves.